Counter criticism. Let's read Cgtn. Cgtn right till the end. Cgtn is all fine. You know, I guess I have a connection with Cgtn. Today I just read a news about Hainan. A news like this one from Cgtn. Not like this one, but the southeast Hainan is closer to Indonesia. Asia, Cgtn, August 14, 2024. China, Indonesia, 2+2 dialogue vows to safeguard regional stability. We have a photograph, a real photo of the South China Sea. China and Indonesia held the fourth senior officials meeting of the China-Indonesia Joint Foreign and Defense Ministerial Dialogue, 2+2 Ministerial Dialogue, in Jakarta on Tuesday. The countries agreed to the peaceful resolution of differences to maintain regional stability and boost regional cooperation and development. The dialogue launched in 2023 is the first ministerial level 2+2 mechanism China has formed with another nation during the meeting. Both sides agreed that the establishment of the mechanism reflected the high level and strategic nature of China-Indonesia relations. Both sides expressed appreciation for the development of China-Indonesia relations and willingness to strengthen communication and collaboration, enhance political and security cooperation, and advance the China-Indonesia community of shared destiny. China provided insights into the outcomes of the third plenary session of the 20th Communist Party of China Central Committee, emphasizing China's commitment to deepening reforms, promoting high-quality development, and advancing Chinese modernization. These efforts are expected to create new opportunities for China-Indonesia cooperation and regional development, the Chinese side said. China also reiterated its positions on issues involving its core interests and major concerns such as Taiwan region and the South China Sea. Indonesia reaffirmed its adherence to the One China principle and advocated for the peaceful resolution of differences to maintain regional stability. Both sides emphasized the importance of upholding the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence and the Bandung spirit, jointly adhering to true multilateralism, maintaining an open and inclusive regional architecture, and leading global governance, reforms and construction, thus contributing to regional and world peace, stability, cooperation and development. The meeting also covered international and regional issues of mutual concern, such as the Palestinian situation. China stated that it advocates for a common, comprehensive, cooperative, and sustainable security concept, and is willing to work with Indonesia to strengthen dialogue, communication, and coordination around implementing the 3 major global initiatives, jointly upholding international fairness and justice. I'm going to read more short news. There's 2 news very interesting. And there's more. Cgtn, they have a better, in my opinion, they have a better text, you know. The words is so much better, you know. The text for me, I guess for everybody, it's better to read. I guess I'm going to read the AUKUS one. China, August 14, 2024. China slams AUKUS for undermining regional peace. The Chinese Foreign Ministry expressed serious concerns and formed opposition on Wednesday against Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States AUKUS nuclear-powered submarine cooperation. It was reported that Australian Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Defence Richard Marles said on August 12 that Australia has signed a cooperation agreement with the US and the UK on nuclear-powered submarines that will enable the three countries to exchange nuclear-related material and information. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Liang Jian responded that the AUKUS nuclear-powered submarine cooperation harms efforts to keep the region peaceful and secure. The US, the UK, and Australia formed AUKUS to advance cooperation on nuclear-powered submarines and other cutting-edge military technologies, Lin pointed out, adding that their moves exacerbate the arms race, undermine the international nuclear non-proliferation regime, incite bloc politics and military confrontation, and hurt regional peace and stability. AUKUS nuclear-powered submarine cooperation contravenes the object and purpose of the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, NPT, Lin added. Quote, the cooperation involves a transfer of nuclear-powered submarine reactors and a large amount of weapons-grade, highly enriched uranium from nuclear weapon states to a non-nuclear weapon state, which constitutes grave nuclear proliferation risks. Noting International Atomic Energy Agency existing safeguard system cannot place effective safeguards on that, and major controversy exists on the interpretation and application of relevant safeguards provisions. The spokesperson said many countries have already expressed their concerns during this recent second session of the Reparatory Committee for the 11th Review Conference of the Parties of the NPT. Lin also said China calls on the international community to take seriously the impact of AUKUS nuclear-powered submarine cooperation on the authority and effectiveness of the NPT and its negative effects on the IAEI safeguards regime. He called on the international community to continue to advance the intergovernmental process and address the world's concerns over the legal and technical issues involved in cooperation through the IAEI, the NPT review process, and other platforms. Quote, until the international community reaches a consensus on safeguards and other issues, the US, the UK, and Australia should not proceed with their nuclear-powered submarine cooperation, Lin added. Maybe I'm going to read another one because I like this so much. Yeah, maybe I'm going to Africa. Yeah, politics. 3 minutes read. I'm not sure about Africa, but I trust China and Africa. I'm going to read this one. As I was living in Brazil, I know I hope the best for Brazil and China. Latin America, August 15, 2024. Brazil, China see even more growth after 50 years of relations. From Paulo Cabral. Oh, a video. Brazil and China established diplomatic relations 50 years ago this year. Since then, the two nations have significantly developed business and political contacts. with prospects for even more growth in the coming years. Cgtn's Paulo Cabral shares more here. For more, check out our exclusive content on Cgtn now. Well, it was not so interesting neither because it just was. Maybe I'm going to read the Africa article. Yeah. Politics. August 14. China, Africa embrace closer economic trade ties. Cgtn. We have a picture of the third China-Africa Economic and Trade Expo in Changsha, Central China's Hunan province. China and African countries have developed closer economic and trade ties with increasing trade volume, diversified commodities, and services on both sides. The latest data showed trade between China and Africa rose 5.5% year on year to 1.19 trillion yuan, about $166.6 billion. Between January and July, data from China's General Administration of Customs (GAC) showed China has been Africa's largest trading partner for 15 consecutive years, custom data showed. China-Africa trade reaches a record high of $282.1 billion US dollars in 2023, up 1.5% year on year, showing strong resilience. In 2023, China's new energy vehicles, lithium batteries, and photovoltaic products exports to Africa increased by 291%, 109%, and 57% year on year, respectively. Meanwhile, China's imports of African nuts, vegetables, flowers, and fruits increased by 130%, 32%, 14%, and 7% respectively, compared to previous year. GAC data showed China's trade with Africa is intermediate goods posted 6.4% year on year, 6.4 year on year growth in the first 7 months of the year. Trade in intermediate goods between China and Africa accounts for 68% of the total volume of bilateral trade, helping Africa in its process of industrialization and economic diversification efforts, said Liu Daliong, an official with the GAC. During the January-July period, China's exports to Africa hit 697.93 billion yuan, while imports reached 490.89 billion yuan, customs data revealed. Zhang Baichuan, Dean of the Institute of International Economy at the University of International Business and Economics, said that China-Africa trade has grown rapidly as a result of mutually beneficial and win-win cooperation. Quote, it not only demonstrates the remarkable achievements of China's high-quality economic development, but also plays a significant role in promoting Africa's social development and improving local people's living standards, said Zhang. The China-Africa Trade Index, based on trade indicator data between China and African countries, was released for the first time by the GAC in 2023, with the general index of data from 2000 serving as the benchmark. Starting from 100 points in 2000, the index reached a record high of 990.55 points in 2022. indicating the rapid and positive development of China-Africa trade. Quote, China and Africa economies are highly complementary, Sang noted, adding that China possesses mature and applicable technologies, equipment, and sufficient capital, while African countries have significant advantages in terms of manpower and natural resources. Strengthening trade ties between China and Africa is beneficial in leveraging their respective advantages and vast markets, achieving mutual benefits, and fostering win-win development, according to Sang. The 2024 summit of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC, will be held in Beijing from September 4 and 6, and Liu expects the two sides to enhance their economic and trade cooperation. The theme of the 2024 FOCAC is, quote, joining hands to advance modernization and build a high-level China-Africa community with a shared future, end of quote. The FOCAC meeting this year will be the fourth time the forum is held in the form of a summit, via which the two sides will jointly renew friendship, discuss cooperation, and map out the future, according to the Chinese Foreign Ministry. This was with input from Xinhua News. The best news is from Cgtn, but it's more exciting. I'm sorry, Russia Today, but I prefer Cgtn, the text. But by this time, Russia Today have breaking news more exciting, I guess.